The good old days.
The good old days. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the news. Yeah. You all set and ready to go? You got the weather queued up?
That's right.
No news is complete without weather, and it's my favorite part of the show, so let's get right to it. Now, the rest of the world might be suffering from a wee bit temperate, cold, frigid even, possibly
crazy.
Even snow in some of the northern regions.
Yeah, no kidding.
But what do you have for us today, Fernando?
Right here, it's a 70, 74, 75. But it feels like a 90. Oh, it's because I'm running around.
It could be because you're running around. Dude, it was like 88 yesterday.
Yes.
Yesterday was ridiculous.
Yes.
Because I mean, you had your fan on.
Oh.
And I was laughing because I was like, and then I was thinking, I was like, damn, because like Matthew and Jeff came up yesterday, and Matthew was checking out our what I call the daytime sunlight that we have.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, because in the summertime, it's just getting like years and years of working with the door open.
Mm-hmm.
But these last 3 years have been like ridiculous. And last year was terrible. I think last year was the most amount of time we spent with the door closed. Because there is AC in here. It's just not that great. But when it's 90 outside and you get it to 80 in here, actually it doesn't feel too bad.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Dougie Fresh checking in. Good morning, guys. Burr, 48 here on the way to 85.
Exactly.
I love that. I love that it can like the desert just like cools down and then heats back up.
But the problem of that, or sometimes here in Florida also, is you wake up and they say it's gonna be 48. They're like, this is gonna be cool, you know? And an hour later, it's like 80. It's I didn't even enjoy.
Like, okay, so like last night, you know, we're leaving and it's daylight. Mm-hmm. So now I get daylight running time, as I like to call it. And dude, it's still so hot. Like in the summer, it's like it's 7 o'clock at night and it's still 91.
Yeah.
And it's so humid. And you're running in a pool of water. And it's like, oh my God. But see, there you go. Victoria, Canada. It's 48.
That's right.
Jesus. That's just, man, you know.
What's that, 25?
Good morning, all.
Good morning.
Sunny 55 in Detroit. It is 35 degrees up with Mr. Berg.
Mm-hmm.
Good day. 50 in York, PA. Let's go back to the early. So, North Carolina, heavy rain and storms, 55. It's always nice to see.
Talking about the storms and everything, do you see all the snow that is going where Angel lives?
Oh, yeah, in Colorado.
In Colorado and all that stuff.
Wherever that. Yeah.
Utah or something
like
that.
Some northern border states
of
Canada.
God, dude, it's like 20 feet.
See, I love their weather. San Diego, 47.
Yeah.
You know.
I saw a video yesterday. The guy has a 2-story house and the snow came on top of the house. I was like, crazy.
Well, see, but that's why he has the time to do his MECP, because he has all those snow days, you know.
I mean, you almost have like
could you imagine if we were trapped at our house for like 2 days? The amount of editing I would get done. I would clear our backlogs.
Yeah.
I mean, the amount of I could take a month off and still put out the same amount of content we do now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that would just be how great that would be.
Just to catch up.
Just to catch up. Just to get like almost there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is just, you know, like I said, Canada. Ooh, it's just too cold. Tennessee checking in at 85. Snow records in Mammoth, California. Ice storms in eastern Canada. Time for spring. Yeah, but what time does spring come for you guys? Like June?
Yeah.
You know? I mean, spring is gone. We're on full summer. Like, it's funny when people say, summer's coming. Dude, it's been summer for like...
For us?
I mean, we had that, and always, like, remember, like, 2 weeks ago, we had that little dip, and the temperature where we had to put on hoodies.
Yeah.
Because it got down into like the 50s.
Yeah.
And that was it. It was like last.
Well,
then
like
it
I say, you know,
explodes.
that you have that cold in an hour, and then it's like, okay, it's gone.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. It still feels nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
You know,
still.
But this you use you one time.
I mean, hey, you know, it's what it is. You
But-
know, I'm not complaining because I'll take this.
I'm a complainer, so I
Yes,
totally
you are.
complain
You
it.
are a whiny bitch.
Yes. That is correct.
All right, guys, let's hop into the news. We got some stories for you today, as always. Let me shut this off, and we'll turn this on.
It's not that one.
It's this one.
Wow! Finally.
Yeah. I thought about it for a minute.
Wow.
Porsche infotainment glitch settlement.
Mhm.
All right. For those of you unfamiliar with this, Porsche radios.
I'm excited about this one.
Porsches suck when it comes to radios, as we all know. CarPlay has been something they haven't been doing.
Mhm.
Anyways, for some reason, they thought it'd be a good idea to push a software update through the Sirius XM system in the car. Why? Why would you do that? I mean, software updates over the air have sucked so bad. They're just like Pioneer does it now. And I know some people are starting. I don't know if Alpine. I think Alpine
is going to do it over the air
I think
too.
they're going to do it. They're just not doing it yet, which is
Mhm.
probably a good thing because we did that software update yesterday on the Alpine.
I think they already start.
And all I know is that software update yesterday took, just to get it from the internet to the USB stick in the car, took 25 minutes. Okay. So I could not imagine doing that over the air because that would suck. Either way, a while back, Porsche decided to push a software update to their radio over the Sirius XM antenna, which resulted in, as you can imagine, bricking and totally screwing up these radios. A class action lawsuit was filed. And, well, if you were involved in the class action lawsuit, you could get rewarded $7,500.
Yeah. I'm excited. I can get that.
Yeah, totally. Me too. The reality is that most of the people that suffered this problem have already replaced their radio and or sold their car because, let's be honest, this case has been going on for years now.
So if you have a friend, you have a family member, whatever, that has a Porsche from 2010 and up, you know, the Panamera, the Cayenne, the 911.
Basically every Porsche.
Yes.
Every Porsche that had Sirius XM and it got this update and hosed the radio.
Yeah.
You know, I think you should leave it alone. I don't think you should do stuff like this.
So my only question for the new models, right? Is like, I'm guessing the screen is probably like another $5,000 to replace.
Well, I mean, so like the Porsche I had to go look at yesterday was a Cayman.
Yeah.
And that's a newer Cayman. That's a 2016. And you know, between the dash, just the dash kit and the smart harness to go in the car, you're looking at cost $550.
So that
Free
radio yesterday, because that caught my attention. I'm like, I just want to know how much that radio is. And the only thing I can find that radio was $3,000 for that radio, factory radio.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, you spend $3,000. I don't know.
Well, plus you have the hours of putting it in. It costs,
right.
So that's why it's $7,500 because most Porsche dealerships charge $200 an hour. It's probably billed 3 or 4 hours to do it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
for sure.
Lou's checking in. Hello, guys. Happy Easter to you. Yes,
happy
we should
Easter,
say.
My friend, that's right.
Oh no, I like this one for sure. 75 equals new audio system. Yeah, right. Let's just do that. That seems way cooler. It is Good Friday, by the way. I forgot to mention that. For those of you that are off today, I'm assuming there are quite a few people off today that didn't have to get up for work and they're still sleeping.
You suck.
Well, no, because I can just tell by the number of viewers. It's like, I'm not getting up for the news today.
No school kid, no kids on school. So it's like, let's stay home.
All right, moving on to our friends at Turi. When we had Dougie Fresh in the house not too long ago, we talked about this feature going active. This was really big when we were in Canada. Dougie was so busy in Canada.
Yeah.
Because apparently there were, like, just in Toronto alone, the amount of car theft was like the numbers they were telling me. I was just like, how do you steal that many cars? Like, where do you
How many do you
move?
steal?
It's like literally a mall parking lot. Actually, more like a Disney parking lot. Like, how do you steal a Disney parking lot worth of cars and get them out of there? You know what I mean? Like, if you steal 100 cars in a year, it's washable. We're talking like 25,000 cars in 30 days. How do you steal that many cars? And where do you put them? You know?
Hey, man, I see plenty videos of people. Now they have a computer.
Yeah.
You know, like it just look like
well,
an
they don't
iPad.
even need that
they
for
just
the
go
Hyundais.
next to it and unlocks the whole thing, and they take your car.
Well, okay, so what we're getting at here is Turi has just pushed the update to these models. What it allows you to do is a couple things. 2 new features are parking lot, which is if you're going to valet park your car, you can hit throttle adjust on it, and it will limit the speed that the car can drive. So basically, in a parking lot, the car doesn't need to go over 15 miles an hour.
I like this feature because as a father, and when you have a teenager and everything, you put something like that in a kid so it doesn't go nuts,
right.
in the brand new car, and it's just limit the throttle. So that's great.
But the parking lot feature is really made for valets.
Yes.
So if you're valeting your car a lot, every weekend I'm valeting the Porsche, so it's this will be nice. But then the other one is throttle lockout. So if they manage to steal, if they're going to get into the car and drive the car away, they're not going anywhere because your throttle's locked out.
Yeah.
So there again, I think this is a really cool feature, and the Canadians were totally eating this up. Along with all the other cool things that the module does with throttle response and all that. Now I'm really super excited because I actually have one of these for Haley's car, and in a month when we're out at Knowledge Fest, I'm going to have Doug take me through the process of going and putting it in, and they'll go for a test drive with it. So I'm pretty excited to play with this. It's been sitting here for like a month, and I was like, wait a minute, we're going to have Dougie Fresh. I could just have him. I can have him put it in. I'll just film it. And so pretty excited about that. But yes, if you're concerned about getting your car stolen, you already have an existing alarm system on it, so to speak. And well, you want it to be more fun to drive because the throttle control on this is pretty awesome. I've actually been in a car and it's like, whoa, this is neat. But the safety features, peace of mind is pretty cool. And these things are extremely reasonable. So there again, not a plug, but a plug.
Yeah.
So pretty cool. Moving on into new product news. JL ships new combo car marine amplifiers.
Very cool. So,
hi, Marty.
Hey, Marty. That they're going to be that color because I love that color.
Black?
Like that black.
I think they're just black.
That's it.
I mean, I would have gone for a deep gray. To kind of, well, okay, so here's my thought behind a deep gray. Like, the ugly gray that all the cars are now.
Yeah.
I think that would have been a cool color because it's not white, but it's not black. It's not car, but it's not marine. Both.
But I just feel the black goes with everything. White. It doesn't matter. White, black, red, blue, purple.
I think the color is really not the story here.
No, not at all. Not at all. I just like it.
I mean, the reality, okay, so the idea behind this is that, hey, let's take an amplifier. We're assuming they're conformal coating them because nowhere in anything did either one of us find where they say they conformal coat the amplifier. But the thought process here is that a dealer can now, instead of stocking a marine version and a car version, which there again, it sounds to me like this is just a conformal coated amplifier. And it also has a switch for input as far as noise rejection goes. So there is a noise. They have a cool name for it, but basically it's to switch the inputs. So to reject noise depending on the application, whether it be car or boat. Some of the comments in this were kind of funny. It's like, yeah, dude, like what's the big deal? We've been putting boat amplifiers in cars for years, thanks to COVID.
Yes.
One of my favorite car amplifiers is pretty much anything kicker. Because you can still get the KS marine amps. So yay.
The differential balance inputs.
So now the platform that these are built on is a solid platform. You've used them before. I like the amplifiers. I think every amplifier built today should be conformal coated just because these cars aren't, why would you not? It's not that much more of an
Well,
expense.
these cars,
on
they
the
don't come with
amplifier.
doors anymore, and
Yeah, exactly.
and roofs. And
Well,
all
I mean,
that
it's
stuff.
just, I mean, listen, there's no reason not to.
Yeah.
Audio control moving forward on all their products, we're like, no, we just conformal code everything. So
Yeah.
like all the new high-level to low-level adapters, the Epicenter Micro, all those products are conformal coded just because it's like, why not? It's not that much more.
No.
And it prevents dumb stuff from happening. So
Right.
I like how JL is making a marketing thing, which, let's be honest, that's what they're great at.
They're good at it.
They make amazing products, but marketing wise, JL kicks ass. So kudos to them for doing this. But if you guys are, if you're a JL fan and you want to check out the new amplifiers, here we go. Good on them.
No, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Hifonics introduces new audio roofs.
Yeah.
I got kind of excited for a minute. I was like, oh, that looks like a Sprinter. It's not.
For a second, I thought, I was like, oh, that's Dave Cuss.
Yeah, I did. Me too. I was like, oh, they shared Dave's picture.
They shared.
So they've basically, they're for side-by-sides. They've been making roofs for side-by-sides for years now. They've just expanded the lineup into.
I didn't know that.
That they have.
Honest, like, did they have all the roof
all the roof? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that's great.
Hey, listen, anytime you can add lights to something, why would you not?
Oh.
Screw the speakers, add the lights. Oh. I think that's really what it comes down to in life.
Sound is not important, but hey,
lights are.
Lights are.
I mean, if I had a side by side, I mean,
there's
nothing like going crazy in a side by side at nighttime, in the woods, with all the lighting on, so that that the animals can see you and be like, oh yeah. I mean, I love the commercial. Like we've been talking a lot about commercials lately and just how they're edited, because we have nothing else better to do with our time. And I love the commercials for side by sides when they're in the desert, because like honestly, a side by side, that would be the only place I feel I could drive one, because otherwise I'm going to hit whatever the hell's in front of me. You know what I mean? Like if I got to go in the woods, I'm not having any fun because I'm going down one of those dirt roads with trees and scratching and going 5 miles an hour. It just doesn't sound like fun.
But
flipping, watching these guys in the desert just going crazy, throwing up sand, mass, breathing, all that. That seems like fun.
Yeah.
Like I would do that. But I'm not doing it at night though. This is when it's parked by the campfire and we're all having our
the next time
lights.
we're going to Arizona, there you go.
We're going to do a buggy ride?
Yeah,
that'd be cool. It'd be like,
that'd
be cool to have Rockford do it. Be like, hey, let's film a video with, hey, take the crew and just film a video driving us around. We could make the Bud Light Dean and Fernando commercial. That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Please don't drive like this. And then you have Dean and Fernando.
We could probably
upside down.
We could probably sell it. I mean, let's be honest. Morel ships new integration series for BMWs and Mercedes.
Yes.
We've been talking about this on the Instagram show. They introduced these back in February. We actually built the presentation. We helped with these. If you follow us on Instagram, which you should, Morel is the sponsor of our Instagram show. Believe it or not, sitting off to my stage left right here in a brown box. You never guess what's in it.
It's a box.
Yeah. But stay tuned. We will be having a full unboxing of these. Now, you've actually already had the opportunity to hear these speakers if you follow us, because they make 2 series of these. They make an entry level and then make it a higher end version of it. The higher end version, which is what you're seeing in this picture, is built off of the
hybrids.
Thank you. The hybrid speakers, which we did a full review of the 4-inch mid-range component set as well as coaxial a couple months back. It's the same speaker. If you saw the video where we were showing the basket and how it had a bunch of screw down points, the reason why it had those was for this application. So some of you guys have already heard these. They do sound amazing. I believe I've requested the entry level version because why not? It's cool.
Yeah, the integration. The entry level is the integration performance, and the higher end level is the integration reference.
Thank you.
So
he's the guy that does the ads, so he should know what they're called.
And thank you so much for
there we go.
Never mind.
Speaking of LEDs, yes. I want an LED steering wheel cover. Yes, with white lights that just shine in your face so that everyone can get a good. Dougie says everything is better in the desert. I saw his Jeep. You know how because he's a Jeeper.
Really?
Yeah. So when we were in Master Tech, I had a purple ruler for him.
Yeah.
And so he drove back because he had already left, and he turned around to come back and pick it up. And I heard him coming like a while. I was like, that's got to be Doug. Because he's jamming on the stereo.
Oh, okay.
And he showed up, and it's, top down. Basically how I would want to drive a Jeep. No top, no nothing. Just,
nothing.
Balls out, having a great time.
I like that.
So
that's cool.
I think I missed something here. Hang on a second.
Yeah?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me see. That's Tori. That's that.
The new company?
There's a new company? No. You got a new company?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. I
mean,
skipped that one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That wasn't anything too exciting. Hey, which brings me to the next point. Let's come over here and do this. If you guys are interested in, where did everything go?
If you're interested in,
hold on. Oh yeah, I'm like, wait, where did it go? If you would like to know more about any of the stories that we talk about here, you can find them on ceoutlook.com. That's a place where we go and basically steal all her news. She does a great job at it. And she called me to tell me she was going on vacation.
And what did you say?
I was like, thank you for letting us know. She goes, there won't be any news, which actually works out because next Friday we won't be doing the news because I'll be on a small vacation with the family as well. So
it's funny.
It lined up perfect. There'll be no news. But hey, look forward to the Friday when we come back. There'll be tons of news because
it's no Friday news, but it's going to be a Saturday show.
No,
I'm sorry, a Monday show.
There'll be a Monday show. There's always a Monday show, but
no Saturday, no Friday.
And I think Monday we're going to try to get Brian Schmidt
backwards,
on.
I guess.
Yeah, it's all good. I think Monday I'm going to try to get Brian Schmidt on, so we can do a MasterTech Expo kind of wrap up, as well as he's already got plans for the 2024 MasterTech.
Oh, I saw a picture of El Fernandez. He finally heard the Alpine.
I asked him.
Great. Yeah.
No news is bad. No news is bad news. No news is good news. Let's be positive here. I was curious what he thought of the Alpine Tesla. Because not everyone has had that opportunity.
Yeah.
And of course, when we go and listen to it, everyone there is jaded because you're not on my team. You suck. So everyone's like, "Oh, that wasn't that was shut up."
That does not $35,000. It's probably like $3,000.
Yeah.
I can make it better with that.
Oh yeah, I can make it better with a wrong button. No, that's still the wrong button. This is the button I want to hit here. Anyways, hey, for those of you guys who never met this guy before, this is a gentleman by the name of Steve Mead, and he makes videos on YouTube. He's been doing it, I don't know, a couple weeks now. And he has 1,600 videos. We have 21. Anyways,
16 years.
Has he been doing it for 16 years?
Well, I mean, that's what says the.
16 years.
16 years, buddy.
Yeah. Either way, big deal for him. He finally made it to 900,000. Now, the reason why I feel this is a big deal is because he's been doing it the longest that I'm aware of. Okay.
Right.
And consistently, like he still puts out videos today. So, I mean, there's guys that were probably doing it 16 years ago. But they're not doing it now.
Not as a constant.
Not as. I mean, Soundman's probably real up there with as far as how long they've been doing it.
Yeah.
But he's at 900,000, and why that's important is he hopefully will be the first guy in our in this industry as it is to make it to 1 million.
Yes, dude, that's insane. I started watching him before I started working in car audio, of course.
Really?
I was so amazed of. The amplifiers and all the speakers that he made up, because why not? So I was like, oh man, that's so cool. And when I have the opportunity to, to talk to him and Knowledge Fest is like, dude, man, that's so cool.
Yeah.
And congratulations to him.
Yeah. I'm excited for him. And I'm so anxious. I mean, it's 100,000 more, which let's be honest is not easy.
No,
it's not easy for this industry anyways. If you're doing makeup, hair, lipstick, whatever, or playing with toys, 100,000 is like a weekend.
Yeah.
But for 16 years and being at 900,000 is tough. I mean, we've been doing it almost eight years. you know, we're at 2 something.
Yeah.
Which dude, super stoked. Like that's amazing.
Oh, yes.
But I so desperately want him to hit 1 million.
Oh, yes.
Just so that someone in this industry has
so we can
1
talk
million.
about like a car audio guy has 1 million subscribers. You know? We should make a plan.
Sound man who can be trusted when alone with them. I mean, Fernando hung out with Steve quite a bit, so
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it was okay, and you know,
cool guys.
Yeah, they really are. I've never met Soundman, so I can't, but I've met Steve, and you know, Steve and I had the opportunity to just chill out and talk with him, mainly so no one else would bother us. And dude, really cool, down to earth. I learned a new word that day. Hella cool. Didn't know that was a thing. I just thought it was a song.
Yeah.
So that was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And you know, he's a bit crazy when it comes to getting tattoos. Like, still one of the best tattoo stories ever.
Yes. No. He has plenty of stories, that's for sure.
Yeah. But man, I'll be excited the day that says 1 million and he gets that plaque, because it's important. Somebody needs to get it, and let's be honest, he's the guy that should get it. So I hope it happens.
Yes.
At least in the next couple of years. I mean, who knows? Maybe he'll do another subwoofer video that'll just go crazy like that one did.
Hey, you never know.
And, you know, hey, stranger things. We could, by the end of the year, be like celebrating Steve's 1 million, which would be awesome.
Everybody goes to California and have a party. You know.
I'm gonna go with no on that one, but yeah, you know,
it's okay. I go.
Okay, all right. Well, you go hang out with him on your vacation.
Yeah.
But no, I'm really hoping for him to get it. I think that'll be awesome.
1
million audio followers.
Yeah,
will
that's
awesome.
just, man. It doesn't sound like, oh my god.
Well, no,
probably we are more, but it's
a small community. I mean,
we are
it really
a small
is,
community.
and it's, to me, like every kid that plays with toys on YouTube, you know, it's like how much, 400,000, and you're like, oh, and the videos suck. And you're just like, this is
make dumb
garbage
stuff, and then boom, you get 1 million. You know, so it's sad, but hey, whatever. Yeah,
it's a lot of fun.
Yep. So
yeah, spell check kept appointment. We won't even get into text messaging and how bad people text message now.
Yes.
Grammar is gone. I'm sorry to say this, guys. I know this is not news to you, but grammar is dead. People don't know what periods are, and sentences can't start with "and." Okay.
Well, you know, every month that's what's happening, right?
People get dumber and dumber every month.
Oh no, the period.
Oh, the period. Oh, yeah. Wow. So you only get 1 period a month? Dang, this guy. I swear to God, that was so bad. Hey, listen, guys, like we said, no show next week. This Saturday, we will be here. We'll be having fun. And like I said, I'm going to try Monday. I'm going to try to get Brian Schmidt on from Mobile Solutions to talk a little bit about Knowledge Fest. I'm sorry. Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I'm
sure,
getting
man.
kicked in that.
Woo!
Talk a little bit about Master Tech. Speaking of Knowledge Fest, so Knowledge Fest, we will be with Orca this year.
Yes.
So in 2 months,
yes.
or next month, we'll be with Orca, which I'm super excited about, because we'll, if nothing else, we will grab and we will get a chance to play with Barney, and not the big purple dinosaur, the cool head that they have for setting up the DSPs.
Yep.
I've seen it now at 3 trips, and we have yet to be able to touch this damn thing. So, well, I've touched it, but I want to see it in action. So when we knew we were going and we found out they were going, we knew the only way we'd actually be able to is if we went with them. So we're there with them so that we can hang out and do stuff. Orca.
It's a whale.
It is a whale. It's a huge company.
Yeah.
Anyways, I got some cool plans for that. That'll be fun. Monday, like I said, try to get Brian on. We're going to talk about Master Tech Expo, things that happened. And then things that we're going to start doing for next year, because we're already planning for next year's Master Tech, which I'm super excited about, trying to come up with new things. There was a survey. It's a lot of fun. So that's that. And that's the news for you guys. Thank you so much for playing along with us this Friday. Have a great day. I got nothing else.
See you guys later on Instagram, number 5.
Yeah.
Star Instagram.
See ya.
Bye.